Attendance tonight to the 61st Annual Membership Meeting of Tri-County Communications Cooperative. At this time, I will declare a quorum has been established with more than 50 members registered and in attendance. We will call the meeting to order. The 2025 Annual Membership Meeting is being hosted virtually, and members will also be able to listen to the annual meeting by phone. As allowed by the cooperative bylaws, we will again host electronic voting on agenda items typically voted on at the annual meeting. Documents discussed tonight can be pulled up at any time in the lower right corner chat box under the Shared Files tab in the chat box. I will now call on Cheryl Rui to acknowledge the Board of Directors, staff, nominating committee, and nominated candidates. Cheryl.
Oops, just a second here. Welcome to Tri-County Communication Cooperative 61st Annual Meeting. I would like to acknowledge our current board members, Russ Carlisle, representing Aliva Strum District, Robert Becker, the Independence District, Tom Goller, the Galesville, Ettrick, Trempealeau, and Centerville District, Christine Howard of Arcadia. And just a note on Christine, she is going to be stepping down and has decided not to rerun. So we wish her well, and I'll have a few comments in a moment. Aaron Kidd, Alma Center, Maryland, Hickston, Taylor, and Blair. Lynn Nelson, Pigeon Falls, Northfield, Pleasantville, and Whitehall. Kathy Sieg, Osseo Fairchild. I want to express our deepest gratitude for the 20 years of service Christine Howard has given to TCC as a board member. Your contributions will not be forgotten, Christine, and we are forever grateful for the impact you've made on our organization and the lives of those we serve. On behalf of the entire TCC community, we wish you all the best in the future. Tonight on my right, Garrett Nix is joining the meeting tonight. He is an attorney representing the cooperative. TCC has a fantastic team of dedicated professionals serving you at TCC. They're crucial to the delivery of broadband services and related infrastructure. Specifically, these workers are aiding healthcare systems, providers for telemedicine, allowing employees and businesses to operate remotely, securing and servicing networks, enabling e-commerce, virtual learning, and otherwise enabling our members to have access to an endless supply of knowledge and information. I can't thank them enough for what is necessary to keep our members connected. I couldn't ask for a better team. This year we have elections in the Arcadia and Osseo Fairchild District. The nominating committee met on Wednesday, January 29th. Robert Boberg and Emily Howard Instinis were nominated to be placed on the Arcadia ballot. Rita Rindall and Kathy Sieg were nominated to be placed on the Osseo Fairchild ballot. Pursuant to the provisions of bylaws, 25 or more members may make other nominations in writing over their signatures not less than 25 days prior to the meeting of the membership. There were no further nominations. On March 7th, ballots were mailed from survey and ballot. Electronic and mail voting began. The voting closed on Monday, March 24th, 2025. Survey and ballot provided me as the CEO the certified election results today. I would like to thank our nominating committee for their service. Vernon Back, Carol Bjorklund, Beverly Caldwell, Andy Gunderson, Haroldine Ramel, Robert Smith, and Mike Warner. Russ?
Thanks, Cheryl. Proof of mailing. The proof of mailing of meeting notices. The notices were prepared and mailed by survey and ballot systems on March the 7th of 2025. The minutes of the 24th annual meeting have been provided to you with the meeting notice sent to each member and is displayed on your screen. We will now open the polls for voting on the approval of the 2024 meeting minutes. Please vote now. The results are in and the ayes have it. At this time, I would ask Christine Carroll, our Chief Financial Officer, to present the financial report of the cooperative. Kristen.
Thank you, Russ. Good evening. I would like to thank our members for participating in the annual meeting and taking an active role in your cooperative. I will be reviewing the 2024 financial statements with you. For those joining virtually, you can find the documents in the lower right corner under the Shared Files tab in the chat box. The financial statements are also printed in the annual report, which will be included with your May 2025 billing statement. If you receive your bill electronically, you will need to log into SmartHub and click the link for bill inserts to access the annual report. We encourage you to review the information at your convenience, and please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. Let's begin with the consolidated balance sheet. Our total assets, liabilities, and members' equity stand at $67.9 million. In 2024, TCC had over $7 million in plant additions and upgrades, which included the continued deployment of fiber optics, electronics, and equipment to several communities and businesses throughout our serving areas. This included expanding our broadband network to the grant-funded areas and beginning the conversion of our coax plant to fiber in our Trempealeau and Fairchild serving areas. I'm excited to provide you with an update on some key projects and expansions we have been working on over the past year. These projects are a testament to our ongoing commitment to improving broadband access for our members and communities. As a review of what was recorded last year, in November of 2021, TCC was awarded American Rescue Plan Act broadband grant funds for the expansion of our fiber broadband network into the town of Naples in Buffalo County and the town of Alba in Jackson County. In July of 2022, TCC was awarded Wisconsin Public Service Commission broadband grant funds for the expansion of our fiber broadband network into the town of Pleasant Valley in Eau Claire County. In May of 2023, TCC was awarded Wisconsin Public Service Commission broadband grant funds for the expansion of our fiber broadband network into the town of Clear Creek in Eau Claire County. And we also partnered with Eau Claire County, who was the recipient of a grant for fiber in the town of Fairchild. As of the end of 2023, the town of Naples project was complete, and much of the construction was complete for the town of Alma. As of the end of 2024, the town of Alma, the town of Pleasant Valley, town of Clear Creek, and town of Fairchild projects are all complete. TCC installed nearly 85 miles of mainline fiber and 848 drops to the 1,075 homes passed in 2024. As we expand, we also prioritize the replacement and upgrade of obsolete electronics and equipment, ensuring the strength and reliability of our broadband network. These enhancements not only support current bandwidth-intensive applications, but also prepare us for future demands. Our future plans include the ongoing conversion of our coax plant to fiber. This exciting goal will advance based on financial feasibility, bringing expected improvements such as faster speeds, greater reliability, and enhanced capacity for multiple devices. In 2024, we upgraded the village of Fairchild's coax facilities to fiber when we were in the town of Fairchild as part of the joint fiber grant project with Eau Claire County. The first phase of the fiber upgrade in the Trempealeau area began in 2024 with 37.7 miles of mainline fiber being installed. We aim to complete construction within the village by the end of 2025, adding another 19.5 miles of mainline fiber. In 2025, we will also install 22.4 miles of mainline fiber in the town of Trempealeau, covering 109 homes. Planning for the coax upgrade in the Galesville area has begun, with letters mailed to property owners. This project will begin in 2025 and includes 32.4 miles of mainline fiber and 887 homes passed. In conclusion, we're making significant strides in expanding fiber broadband access across our communities. Our team is dedicated to completing these projects and excited to provide you with faster, more reliable internet. As of the beginning of 2025, TCC has received $3.9 million of the grant funds mentioned earlier, which are recorded as deferred revenue and will be amortized over the life of the fiber and electronics placed in our broadband grant expansion areas to help offset the increased depreciation expense. The combined assets of our property, plant, and equipment, less depreciation, total $28.6 million. This infrastructure forms the backbone of our broadband network, enabling us to provide essential broadband services to 96% of our 10,150 members. With all of that activity, your cooperative remains in an excellent cash position of over $5.6 million. Members' equity stands at $61.2 million, of which $21.5 million is patronage capital. Patronage capital represents the amount of capital the members have earned as capital credits. Last November, your board of directors took action to refund $1 million in capital credits to its members. Credits were issued on the bills of all active members who received their portion of the capital credit retirement. Turning to our consolidated statement of operations, our total operating revenues for 2024 surpassed $18.8 million, with a notable 7% increase in broadband service revenues. We welcomed 549 new internet subscribers since December of 2023. Operating expenses totaled $16.5 million, reflecting increased plant-specific and depreciation expenses due to the significant plant additions in our broadband grant expansion areas, as well as the conversion of our coax plant to fiber. Notably, video programming costs comprise 26% of our total operating expenses at nearly $4.1 million. After all operating expenses have been deducted, our net consolidated operating margins are $2,309,000. In addition to our operating margins, we generated over $3.6 million of other income from interest earned on investments and cellular partnership distributions, further bolstering our financial position. Margins before income taxes are $5.9 million, subtracting out our income taxes of $831,000, leaving us with net consolidated margins for 2024 of $5,107,000. If you have any questions after you've had a chance to review the financial reports, please feel free to reach out at any time. Thank you.
We will now open the polls for voting on the approval of the financial report as presented. Please vote now. The results are in and the ayes have it. At this time, I will ask Cheryl Rulli, our CEO, to present the cooperative report. Cheryl.
Thanks, Russ. Hello and welcome to our 61st annual membership meeting. I'm thrilled to extend a warm welcome to all of our members and especially those joining us for the first time. Your participation today speaks volumes about the strength and commitment of this cooperative. We have 617 members registered for today's meeting, whether virtually or via the call-in option. This virtual format has allowed us to connect with a broader audience, and I'm pleased to remind those of you joining us this way that you'll receive a $25 bill credit as a thank you gift on May 1st billing statement. I'm excited to report that our membership has grown by 459 members, or nearly 4.7%, bringing our total membership to 10,150. So we met that milestone of getting over the 10,000 this past year. As we move forward, our focus remains on providing exceptional service, and I'm pleased to share that in 2024, we closed the year with 15,575 revenue generating units across various services, 2,740 voice units, 3,140 video units, and 9,695 internet units. We have 96% of our membership have internet services. As you may know, we are witnessing a significant shift in consumer habits with a growing preference for video streaming over traditional cable TV services. This has led to a 9% decline in cable TV subscribers. However, there is a silver lining. The shift has driven a 6% increase on our internet subscriber base by growing 549 new members. These changes are a reminder of the evolving landscape we must navigate and adapt to. We are continuously exploring ways to provide relevant services to our members. On March 14th, the FCC has adopted new rules requiring cable TV providers to clearly specify all-in price for video services in their promotional materials and subscriber bills. This rule aims to provide consumers with greater transparency and the ability to compare prices among different providers, including streaming services. In response to this, TCC has unbundled our service packages, allowing us to present our services with full transparency in the all-in pricing format. It's nothing new. We've always shared costs with you, but it's a lot easier to see when it's all-in pricing format. As we look ahead to 25, the price for video programming continues to increase significantly, primarily driven by increased programming fees, which have now reached over $4.1 million for the year. These pass-through fees are directly transferred to the programming companies we work with. To meet the changing needs of our members, we have rolled out a new cable TV streaming platform. This new option gives you the flexibility to choose the package that best suits your video needs, and also provides an opportunity to save on rental equipment by using your own internet-connected devices. We encourage you to visit our website, call, or stop by the office for more information. And occasionally, we also have training sessions at the office here and sometimes in Trempealeau as well. As our internet subscriber base continues to grow, so does the demand for bandwidth. In 2024, our bandwidth usage on the internet backbone grew by 37%. Over the last 5 years, we've seen an average increase of 26.88% as streaming services and data-heavy activities continue to surge. To keep pace with this demand, TCC remains committed to investing in reliable, high-speed broadband. Fiber optic networks are the backbone of our efforts, delivering exceptional speed and reliability that our members need to thrive in today's connected world. In 2024, we began converting our coaxial network to fiber optics in both the villages of Fairchild and Trempealeau areas. And we plan to complete this project in the village of Trempealeau in 2025 with additional conversions planned for Galesville. In a world that's becoming increasingly digital, network security is more important than ever. TCC has a dedicated team working to protect the integrity of our network and the data of our members. We continually review and update our cybersecurity strategy to address emerging risks. Our staff undergoes ongoing training to stay ahead of the potential threats, and we actively engage with industry consortiums to monitor our networks for vulnerabilities. I also want to emphasize the importance of security on an individual level. We live in an age where scams and cyber attacks are increasingly common. I encourage everyone to take proactive measures, such as setting strong passwords, keeping your software updated, and verifying the legitimacy of any communications you receive. Together, we can protect ourselves from the malicious activity. As you may know, TCC benefits from financial support through the Federal Communications Commission Universal Service Fund, which helps offset high costs of deploying broadband in rural areas. USF plays a crucial role in ensuring affordable and reliable broadband access in underserved communities, improving access to vital services such as healthcare, education, and emergency communications. However, a recent ruling by the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals in July of 2024 has called the USF contribution mechanism into question. The court found that the USF mechanism constitutes a tax and is unconstitutional. While this decision has sent the case back to the FCC for further review, TCC and other members of NTCA, our National Broadband Association, are actively working to defend the USF before the Supreme Court. We hope to see a favorable outcome that will continue to support rural broadband expansion and close the digital divide. Before I conclude, I want to express my sincere gratitude to our board of directors, our dedicated employees, and of course, our members. Your ongoing support is essential to our continued success. Together, we are shaping the future of connectivity, and I'm genuinely excited for what lies ahead. Thank you all for your continued trust and commitment to TCC. Here's to another successful year ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl. We will now open the polls for voting on the approval of the cooperative report. Please vote now. The results are in, and the ayes have it. At this time, I would like to thank the nominating committee for all the work they have done and recognize the candidates for election this year. In the Arcadia District, Bob Bober and Emily Howard Insness were nominated. In the Osseo Fairchild District, Rita Rindall and Kathy Sig were nominated. Survey and ballot system received, verified, and counted all ballots returned in regard to the 2025 election for directors. At this time, I would like to call on Attorney Garrett Nix to present the results of the 2025 election for the Board of Directors. Garrett.
Thank you, President Carlisle, and thank you to all of the members who participated in the 2025 TCC Director election. The ballots have been counted and verified by survey and ballot systems. There were over 196 ballots returned in the Arcadia District and over 165 ballots returned in the Osseo Fairchild District. After verifying the results, I'm happy to report that the director elected in the Arcadia District is Bob Boberg, and the director elected in the Osseo Fairchild District is Kathy Sieg. Congratulations to Bob and Kathy. I will now turn the floor back over to President Carlisle for a vote on the approval of the director election results.
Thanks, Garrett. We will now open the polls for voting on the approval of the director election results as presented. Please vote now. The results are in and the ayes have it. Congratulations, Kathy and Bob. Old business. There is no old business to report. New business. There is no new business to report. Next will be the announcement of scholarships. I will turn it over to Christian Carroll to announce the recipients of the 2025 TCC scholarships. Christian.
For this year, we had 2 qualified applicants for information technology scholarships, which are $1,000 apiece. It's Charles Bays and Aiden Gans. And then the other scholarship winners are Jared Iona, Morgan Aumann, Abigail Birdsell, Casey Bofi, Andrew Brager, Megan Burrows, Connor Carlson, Isabel Kriebel, Lillian Davis, Cassidy Dano, Dominic Ellis, Brenna Goplin, Sadella Lone Tree Rindall, Trey Liga, Karen Marsalic, Eden Matika, Landon Nordine, Mason Pintock, John Preston, Nathan Pica, Bethany Risen, Audrea Solberg, Kyla Spangberg, Brendan Teresa, and Anna Wagner. Congratulations.
Thanks, Kristen. Before we adjourn, I would like to remind everyone that this meeting is being recorded and will be aired on WTCO, previously TCC TV, and will be available to view on our website. Your $25 attendee credit will be put on your May statement. I would like to thank those who have joined us this evening for our 2025 annual membership meeting. We look forward to having you join us for the 2026 meeting. I'll ask Cheryl if she has anything to add to the wrap-up.
I have nothing further to add, except for that we're just always thrilled to have us this opportunity to share the business of the cooperative with all of you, and we want to thank you for joining us.
Okay, at this time, we will adjourn the 2025 annual membership meeting. Thank you.